So, if I'm looking at this, get rid of Cole Beasley probably. I'll get rid of LaShawn McCoy. Get rid of Frank Gore. Also want to get rid of a couple other guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut rid of a corner, and my safeties aren't necessarily safe, then I will also get rid of Alexander. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut, and I also want to get rid of this guy too. Maybe. So I've already got a new coach. So if we're looking to trade, there are some. I'd like to get Derrick Henry possibly. Defensively, there's not anybody that's really like intrigued me yet. Maybe Eli Apple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do injuries, and I'm going to turn them off until I'm going to go out of preseason. So I'm going to sim to the regular season. Okay.
Start your week by installing your game
Now we're into the
plan.
regular season, so I will show you I am turning injuries back on so it's realistic. I just did not feel like dealing with injuries in preseason because I wasn't planning on playing preseason. Got a lot of players to upgrade.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses.
I'm upgrading Cole Beasley. Also, Cole Beasley is another I don't plan to keep, and I might get rid of Matt Milano too. Just because there are some free agents that I'd like to look at. Tremaine Edmonds. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be on the team. Robert Foster. Deep threat. And then Wyatt Teller. Just kind of upgrading everybody. And then we're going to do a bunch of trades. And I'll make sure to cut out the trades. Like, I'll just cut to where we get the trades. Got a lot of guys to upgrade, though. Alright. So now that we've got everything done, we've got to trade a lot of people. And so some people I'd like to get rid of. We'll start off. Want to get rid of Cole Beasley. Traded Cole Beasley, Matt Barkley, and a 6th round pick for James, a 4th round pick, and a 2021 7th round pick. I like that trade. And then the next person I'm going to be trading is going to be... See, it's hard to trade these running backs because nobody really wants an aging running back. So, I'm going to trade a right tackle. And I'll be back. I'll trade this right tackle and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I forgot to show you, but I traded my backup right tackle for in a 5th round for a 4th round, 6th round, and a 7th round. So the next player I think I'm going to be trading is going to be probably Jerry Hughes. So I'll be back whenever I find. So I'm trading Jerry Hughes for Eli Apple, a 5th round pick, and a 6th round pick. And then I'm going to be trading probably Lodi. Alright guys, so I traded Ludali or whatever for in a third round and a fourth round for a second round and a good receiver. So I can trade off the receiver. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to probably 5'11". Zay Jones is 6'2". These two guys are definitely staying. I want to get rid of John Brown though. Alright guys, so I traded John Brown for a 4th and a 5th round pick. That wasn't a very good pick, but I was tired of trying to trade him and I couldn't really find anything that great. So I'm going to try and trade probably LaShawn McCoy now. Alright. So we're going to be trying to trade Lorenzo Alexander. Not sure what I'm going to be able to get for him, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, so I found a trade for Lorenzo Alexander, Carl Nassib, and a 2nd round pick for a right outside linebacker, Campbell, and then a right end, McKinley. So, kind of just look at the team right now, see what's going on. Still some guys I need to trade, gotta get rid of some wide receivers. Or actually, no wide receivers, just halfbacks. Got some defensive depth that I need to kind of tone down a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what I'm about to do. I'll let you guys know. So I think for the next player we're gonna trade is gonna probably be. I think I was gonna trade a left outside linebacker. Although it says I need one, I don't want one. I want to trade Matt Milano. So I'm gonna trade Matt Milano. Alright guys, so I traded Matt Milano for Hernandez and a 5th round. I traded a 7th round with it. So what I plan to do is plan to get rid of one of my left guards. Just gotta find a team that wants a left guard. So once I find one, I'm gonna trade one of my guys. Alright guys, so I traded Spain for a 3rd round and a 7th round pick. Alright guys, so I'm trading Gaines, Phillips, and a 5th round for a 1st round pick from the Giants.
City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
So here we go.
Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Hopefully I don't get
blown out. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Let's go. Go 80. Number 53, Mike 53. Set the tone, defense. Set that.
On 1st and 10, Darnold.
Eli Apple with the pick.
Intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Was looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start.
And McCoy loses the football.
What was he doing not holding the ball?
Up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Blitz here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A 3-yard loss.
Bowser.
4th down now.
Already making plays.
That's a tough one right there. He points on the board when you've entered that part of the field, and to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Not going to get Zay Jones up there.
Now they'll try again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, we juked him out.
A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
He scored.
14 yards.
He'll be gone.
And the Bills have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Hauschka to send this one away following the score.
Depending on how my other receivers play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining,
throwing again on second down. Darnold. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's why I don't go for his 6 all the time.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Darnold.
I was there. What?
Over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Le'Veon Bell's killing.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Actually, I'm going to say you.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Actually, I don't like it.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
Let's go, Heavy.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Give me some. Give me some.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wow.
Here we go.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. He got the completion.
And he's in.
Man, I don't know how he got that. We had it plugged up.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block,
that's okay.
Keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Right. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play.
Just get another chance on offense.
Touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All right.
And a reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Pretty good.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here they go. Bubble screen.
First down yardage on the first play.
I can't
give him 14.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now here's a deep shot.
Dude.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 66 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
I'm going to run this.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me.
I don't like the way
he's playing. He's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Do they really need all those receivers?
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Picked apart.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tyus Bowser.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Stop them finally.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Maybe tie it up.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And bring in my tight end.
On 1st down, Allen.
He's not open. He's not open.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Make sure the level's wide.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Looking for Zay, maybe.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds McCoy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now a timeout taken.
Wasted some time.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen again.
Come on.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway.
Wow.
And that will do it
for
this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
That was a really good kick.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
CJ
and he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That was Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
I think Le'Veon Bell's now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State, and now into the... And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But
feeling the pressure here and taking down a sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Let's go.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This for his running back, McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen hands off to McCoy. And they went the long way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lost lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
Turnover. That's what we do.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
I'm going to hit you.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Offense.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Darnold now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Goodness. I needed that like a hide.
He couldn't hook up.
All right, we're going to throw downfield here.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they
the
felt
Jets
like,
defense
hey,
is
we've got
nasty.
a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Maybe my offense is
Calling
just
no
that
gain on
bad.
the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end. And they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short. And it's 4th down.
I got the first.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Flush to his right.
And he dropped the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10. Allen, it's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there. 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ow. What?
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh my God, dude. I literally got him in the backfield.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Good job, Tyrus Bowser.
Down he goes.
Dude, he's so good.
Good job.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. This one caught by Crowder. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
They shanked it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of way to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Might be able to make
Always
this
gets in
happen.
the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Flip Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's
That's the third fumble,
the
dude. Josh Allen
That's
is
some
shit.
Defenders giving chase.
Dude,
I've
I've lost.
Get there. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Josh Allen's done.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're bringing 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The trade value we've got.
At the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
We lost 10-29.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.
Well, guys.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1.
Zay Jones gets an upgrade, though. Thank goodness.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
And we're going
Start
to
your
next
week by installing your game plan.
And I got to negotiate with Campbell.
These players are on the last year of their
good.
contract.
Give him a little bit less. See if that's fair. So he wants more. So I'm going to get rid of him. Trade offers. I've got some for Campbell anyways. Trade him to the Panthers. Hauschka. We're going to take this trade. Now I got to get a new kicker. That was terrible. We're going to sign this guy. Alright. Well, that sucked. We got pummeled. And our team got worse. I don't know what to do.